Hi everyone! In today's video I'm going to be making some thank you gifts for customers that shop with me in the month of January, and I just thought I'd take you along with the process. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the ScanNCut to Fussy cut these cute dog shapes from this piece of Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper, which is from the Playful Pets suite. I'm going to be making some little desk calendars. I've not actually designed one yet, but this is the first part of the process, cutting out these images. So I thought I would just film this and see how it gets on. So I'm going to go to scan. I'm going to get a direct cut because I want the machine to fussy cut for me, and I'm going to temporarily save any of the scanned image into the machine's memory. It's telling me to move the scanner lever on my machine, so I've done that and I'm just going to start. Okay, so I'm just going to say OK, and I can see that it's picked up, I think, all of them. It's also picked up some marks on my mat. So I'm just going to drag the handles in and just isolate as much as I can. And then anything it's picking up that I don't want, I can delete in a few minutes. So I'm going to say preview. I'm going to say OK. And I'm going to ask the machine to put an offset border around for me of 0.04 and then say OK. So now I can go in and edit, and I can get rid of any of these bits that I don't want. So I'm going to start by using the directional arrows to pick up the bits that I'm going to send to the rubbish. So I'm going to work my way through this process, and then I'll come back when I've got the scan cleaned up. Okay, so the supplies that you're going to need for this project now are a piece of soft suede, which is A4, and I have cut it in half straight down the middle on the 8 1/4 side. So this now measures 4 1/8 by 11 3/4. You're going to need another piece of soft suede which measures 4 by 5.5 inches. These are both going to be scored in a few minutes. And then for decoration, I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock, which is 3 5/8 by 5 3/8, and I've run this through the Subtles embossing folder, and I'm not sure how well you're going to see this. There you go, you can see it there. It's just a very, very subtle effect that it gives on the front of the card. I've got my little calendar. I just got these off eBay, you can get them anywhere. And I've got a piece of Flirty Flamingo cardstock which measures 2 1/8 by 3 1/8, and this is for the matting layer for the calendar. And then I've got the cut out animals from the Playful Pets. I'm going to bring in a piece of soft suede, and I'm going to score this in half at 5 7/8. That's going to be folded, and I'm just going to burnish with my bone folder. And then this other piece of soft suede, on the 5.5 inch side, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 2 3/4, and 5. And that's all the scoring, so I can put this away now, out of the way. So I'm going to fold this in half on the centre line and burnish, and then the 2 1/2 inch lines I'm just going to fold backwards like so and burnish. So that's what you're left with basically. Okay. Because this is going to sit out all year round, because it's a calendar, you want to make sure that this stays together. So this is the part that's going to help your calendar stand up, and it's going to be stuck inside this piece that I've just folded in half. So you want to use a strong glue. Now I prefer Tombow, but you could use something like our Stampin' Seal Plus. But if you've not tried any of our adhesives before, I sell adhesive packs on my website. If you go to www.applelover53.co.uk, click on the shop tab and then scroll down to adhesive, you'll find these packs. And these are a sampler pack I've put together that contain a full-size Tombow adhesive. You also get dimensionals in white and black. There's some foam sheet in there, and there's also a piece of double-sided adhesive sheet in there as well. All in this case, which I'm providing free, and I've decorated in vinyl for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply some of my Tombow on to one of the sides. I'm just going to open the card up and then apply this centrally to the bottom of the card. Now the card base itself is 4 1/8, and this filler piece is 4 inches. So you've got about 1/8 of an inch to play with. So just try and centralise it. Once that's in place, I'm just going to apply glue onto this other little flap. You don't need a lot, and then bring this over, hold this down and stick that down, and then just give that a few seconds to grab. Just going to put the lid on my glue while I'm doing this just for a minute. And then what I like to do is just burnish it with my bone folder gently, and then just recrease the top. So now you've got the base of your calendar that's going to stand, and it looks like this when it's all stuck together. And the beauty of this is because this is a basic, what we call an A6 size card here in the UK, or it would be like your A2. This will fit in an envelope, so if you're gifting it, or you're making this for, you know, craft fairs and things, when we're able to start doing those again, this would fit in a regular C6 envelope, and you could sell them that way, decorate the envelope, and then people could gift these on. And I'm going to stick this now to the front of the card. So again, I'm going to use wet glue because I want these, you know, to hold up to a year's worth of use. And I'm just going to stick this centrally to the front of my piece of card. I'm going to apply glue to the back of the calendar and position that centrally on my piece of Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so that's your piece of card now with your calendar stuck on it, and I'm going to stick this to the front of this white panel. I'm going to sit it near the bottom. I'm not going right to the bottom. I'm going to leave about 1/2 inch and just position it centrally to the white piece. And then now it's just a case of decorating. So I'm going to stick this one flat. I'm going to stick this one flat. And then this one I'm going to pop up on dimensionals. I'm just going to use a small one on the tail area where it's going a little narrower. So if you don't know, our dimensionals come in two sizes. We do the big one and the small one. They're the same thickness, they're just different sizes. Not sure how well you're going to see them on here. And they also come in white or black. And these are in the adhesive sampler pack. And you get a sheet of black and you get 2 sheets of white. This one I'm just going to position just over the top. So now I'm just going to tie a little bow using the twine that's from the Playful Pets suite. And just put a tiny little bow on the front to decorate. Use my snips. These are lovely, good, sharp scissors. Anything you see me using is available in my Stampin' Up shop. Just going to grab a glue dot, squash it up so it's small and just position it in the corner. Might adjust my bow a little bit more. There you go, that's it. So quick and simple to do, folds flat, will fit in an A6 or C6 envelope. Great for gifting. As I say, if we ever get back to doing craft fairs and that kind of thing once COVID is over, these will be quick and easy to make. Stand up on your desk, they look great. I've already made some. These are going to be gifted to people that shop with me in my shop, in my Stampin' Up shop in January. And I've added a little bit of bling on some of them and a little bit of Wink of Stella on the dog's nose. So I hope you like that project. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.